Well, earlier, about a week ago, I had a meeting with what was one of the most interesting and certainly one of the most colorful and certainly one of the most popular MPs on the Hill. So sit back, relax, and enjoy a few moments with Peter Stoffer.
Welcome.
Well, thank you.
Nice to see you, sir.
Just going into Peter Stoffer's office is a bit of an experience.
Please, sir. We have a little procedure in our office, and that is we sign our guest book first. So please, we'd be honored to have your autograph.
All right.
Now, signing the guest book is not unusual, but then being handed some darts, well, that's a little off the wall.
You, sir, have an outstanding opportunity before you. Stand behind the line.
There is a line. Oh, there is a line.
State
Okay,
your name
yeah.
for the official record, sir.
Tom Clark.
Tom Clark, sir. If one of take these darts, if one of those darts exit your hand, sticks the lance in the red bowl from behind the black line, you, Tom Clark, win an allegedly fabulous prize. But, sir, more importantly than that, your name could forever be enshrined on the Pete Stoffer Wall of Fame. Fire away. Hit
How
the red
can I
bowl.
possibly miss?
Hit the red bowl, sir.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
An allegedly fabulous prize.
An alleged. Okay, here we go.
Not bad.
Stoffer's office decor is also unique.
Hey, how many hats do you have here?
About 1,000.
1,000 hats.
Yeah.
Why?
I remembered what we used to do in the Yukon. We used to hang them in the mudrooms or cloakrooms of our houses. And so I figured, well, I'll hang it on the wall. Next thing you know, the next person I met, they sent me one.
And his office protocols, pretty easygoing.
People have an open door policy. I have a no door policy, you know, because I don't think that they always say, well, people might steal something. I said, well, if they need it that bad, take it.
His life so far has been a very Canadian adventure. He grew up in British Columbia, moved to the Yukon for 9 years, and then he decided he liked the looks of Nova Scotia, where in 1997 he decided to run, and he has won every election since. But his life started in the Netherlands.
During the war, the Canadians liberated the Netherlands along with their allies. My father met a Canadian soldier at the time in '44 and asked him why they came over to help. And in typical Canadian modesty, he said, well, sir, we had a job to do, and gave my dad a cigarette and a piece of chocolate and moved on. And then 12 years later, the decision to move away was quite simplistic because we could have gone to South Africa, Indonesia, the States, etc., but we chose Canada because my dad said, if they have a military like that, imagine what kind of country they come from.
You're very passionate about some things. You've got 22, I think, private members' bills in front of...
Working on more, but...
And working on more, not a surprise. One of the themes that keeps on coming back up in the work that you do and the bills that you're proposing is respect, I guess, for the military.
When I was 3 years old, I was on his shoulders. We were at a cenotaph. I've never missed one since for Remembrance Day. And I've always seen these proud men and women and the medals that they wear, and I always looked up to them.
And a lot of people look up to Peter Stoffer, voted the best MP to work for, someone who throws legendary parties that are open to all.
I keep this office relaxed. I keep the atmosphere around my staff relaxed. And I think it reflects upon everybody that I see, because I've said this many times, that there hasn't been one member of Parliament or senator that I have met in my 12 years here that I would not want to have as my neighbor. Regardless of their political affiliation, they're all really decent people.
He has been the champion of many causes, veterans and their families, the environment, even a national day celebrating Scottish tartans.
Tell me about Tartan Day.
But why not do it? It's a non-monetary bill, and it would show respect to our people of Scottish heritage, and being from Nova Scotia, I thought it was the right thing to do.
How much longer do you want to keep on doing this?
Well, it's up to my constituents and my family, but I admit I'm having fun, because I'm not a person that uses a computer. In fact, I've never turned on one in my life. I'm one of the few MPs without a BlackBerry, because I went from the transformation from HB to BIC, and I stopped right there, you know. And what I do is I phone every single person back in my office. Anyone who sends an email, fax, letter, phone call, personal visit, gets a phone call back from me personally, no matter where they are.
Peter Stoffer has been an MP for almost 14 years now, but don't look to him for any cynicism or doubt about politics or his country.
What is it about this country that Canadians should understand?
The humor. Canadians have a terrific sense of humor, and they have such a warm, what I would call open-door personality. When you're in this country, you're free. You can express your views, you can have fun, work hard, get together. You may not always agree with government or the politicians and stuff, but overall, this is a 99.99% great country.
What a delightful guy, Peter Stoffer. Power Play returns right after this.